corner of polywire corner I made out of this step-in post failed. And I got over there, got into some of my polywire, a roll on a spool, and chewed it up. Okay, time to bring out something better. Hey kids, how you doing? Kids enjoying the woods? Huh? Everybody enjoying the woods? Well, you got in here and you ate down some stinging nettle, and there was a few thistle here. This is Canada thistle. And I was just watching a guy's video the other day, bullish on farming. He's up in Ontario. He's talking about his cattle eating thistle. And I told him, I responded back saying, cattle actually like thistle. You get too much grass and clover rich stuff, they definitely go to the other stuff. Hey kids, how you doing? Everybody's enjoying the shade? Yeah. You guys had fun messing with my polywire? Huh? You guys liked messing with that, huh? Or did deer knock it down? Yeah, for cross fences, that's why. I mean, good chunk of a cross fence, I'm using steel wire with these yearlings. They're just not as respectful a fence as what the mamas are. Well, the stand of box elders, good cover for them. Here. This is actually a native fowl manna grass. Think of fowl, I always think of duck. Grows kind of in the woods more. Sounds so hard that I gotta go grab the pounder. This was over there. So when this got down on the ground, they walked over. They love chewing on this stuff. Ryegrass. Pepper cress. Type of mustard, tastes like pepper, it's an edible. Take this home, dry it. I'm gonna do because I'm out of pepper. Plus I just read, oh yeah, that's real strong. Just read an article about how a lot of your herbs and spices are laden with a lot of toxic, heavy dose toxic chemicals, not even just light doses. Apparently a lot of those pick up toxins very readily from the environment, especially in a lot of the third world countries where they're grown. Tall fescue. This is stargrazer tall fescue. A bunch of that tall fescue by itself, isolated. Kind of hard to see anything in there. Plus, I think the cattle have gone down and ate the leaves. But that's a good isolated version of it right there. What it looks like. We not real familiar with tall fescue. Just started putting it in. I like that it stays green and it doesn't turn brown like orchard grass. Here's your orchard. We've been pretty droughty. It's a pretty dry spot, but and there's your fescue for a comparison. Orchard grass. Timothy's starting to come in. It comes in later. Stays greener a longer time. Orchard grass is starting to get ripe right now. Well, she's a leaking tranny fluid. One of the rubber lines going from the metal line to the trans cooler is leaking. Went to the auto parts. Got some fluid, but boy, I thought I tightened up a clamp. It didn't work. put it in gear to go forward, and these kids next to me working on another 93 Ford. They watched me roll backwards into the curb because I couldn't get trans pressure. They said, "Is that a manual?" I said, "Nope, it ain't a manual. She just low on fluid." Sweet clover. I know one guy that plants that. These 2-year-olds, I want to keep them supplemented with some high quality alfalfa. A couple days after getting a couple small rains, probably maybe a ½ inch total in the last 4 or 5 days. Guess I got some rocks to pick up. Looking at the crabgrass, interesting, the alfalfa sprouting back up, what little there was left in here. I kind of thought maybe the crabgrass would come up. My Sudan grass has started to germinate when I dug up the seeds today. But it's been cold, in the 40s at night, and hard to get out of the 60s during the day. So now we got a little bit of water to get this stuff going, but hard to say. Yeah, this is just roots of orchard grass or something. So, okay, so no crabgrass yet. I thought that stuff might come up really fast. Nothing. Okay, new drawbar in the 2105er. This is what I was dealing with. Pretty thin, huh? Look at that. I tried to add weld to that through the years, but it didn't take. So, plus I'm not sure adding weld on top of this, how much strength you're actually in, if you're actually increasing any strength at all inside this, so, but, all right, yesterday's tractor in Washington State, $425, brand new drawbar. AGCO did not have one. They don't produce it anymore.